Jacobi, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Doing well, doing well. We asked Coach this, but some of you guys, from when you played Temple and Cincinnati, you had to prepare for two quarterbacks. So with Arkansas State, how do you guys just kind of prepare for that again, or do you lean on that experience to help you out?
Basically, what you just said, I lean on the experience with from last year, and the same preparation. I mean, you have to respect both quarterbacks, and just look at what they do on film, and just take what they give you in the game, and then just keep learning from them while you're playing.
Is it tough too, just because you prepare for one and you have to kind of switch to another? So how is that kind of like for you guys? Is it prepare for one? What's that process like?
Really, it's not tough. To me, it's not tough. Like I said, you get a feel for it in the game. You can watch one player on film, and it's just like anything. You can see something on film, they can come into the game and do a completely different thing, regardless if they're the regular quarterback or the backup. But as far as the preparation, you just come in and, like I said, you take what they give you, because we can see one player on film, and then they come in and play another quarterback. So at that point, it's still the same game plan. It's just at that point, you make the adjustment on the sideline and go from there.
All right, Steven.
Hey, Jacobi, how's it going?
I'm good. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing all right. I know Arkansas State is losing maybe one of their best receivers from a year ago, but just from watching film, what kind of stands out about maybe the receivers you'll be matching up with on Saturday?
They still have some good guys there. Good big body receivers who like to attack the ball, compete, which I like to, saying it's going to be fun to compete against them guys. There's guys that, like we see in practice, their receivers match up just like ours do. So I see similarities that I see every day. And like I said, just come in the game and just compete with them. And just it come down who's the best in the end of the day.
Okay, Mark.
Hey, Jacobi. Coach McIntyre is your third defensive coordinator in 3 years here. I'm curious what your impressions of him have been through this first camp. How's he different than, say, Coach Fuller or before that? Like, what makes him different in your mind? What have you picked up about him so far?
Straightforward guy. He's real kind of quiet, but he's about business though. And he has moments when he'll kind of flash out, but because he must have made sure we're doing the best thing out there, and that it's still a business. You gotta handle your job. And from the first time we had a meeting, a player came in late, and so he told him to kind of get out the meeting. And from there, I knew what type of coach we were dealing with. It's about business. You gotta every day is an interview for the next day and to hold your job. So, like I said, I enjoy working with Coach Mack every single day. And he's teaching even when he's not teaching, if that makes sense. So,
what do you mean by that? He's teaching when he's not, like, just by his actions? What do you mean?
Just by his actions, like he'll get out there and be talking to a whole different player and actually do a drill with us. And he's like maybe I think Coach Mack like 50 something, and he'll go out there and do a whole back pedal with us. And you may see across the field, and like I said, I picked up on him. Okay, I didn't do that. So if that makes sense.
Gotcha. Thanks.
All right, Terry Davis.
Hey, Jacobi, how you doing?
Good. How you doing?
All right. Hey, Arkansas State always look at Memphis as their Super Bowl, as their team to beat, and being played on ESPN. How do you guys make sure that you're going to take advantage and look over them so you can avoid an upset?
Just like any other game we played in, prepare the same way. You can't look down on anybody. You can't play down to anybody's level. You have to come in with the game and look at them as a higher competition. That's the way that we all come in each game. You can't belittle anyone because everybody's in college. We're all on scholarship. We're all Division I players. So everybody has a skill set there. It's about who wants it more. And at the end, it's still a game. It's like I say, it's competition. So at the end of the day, we want to come in. We want to be more physical. We want to be more dialed in, more, who watch more film. So that's how we prepare for it and take in the game.
Okay, Steven.
Jacobi, I mean, you kind of talked earlier about how you feel Arkansas State kind of reminds you of some of your receivers. Specifically, Monte, how talented do you think he is, and how much has he kind of just helped you improve, just kind of going up against him so much in preseason camp?
Just the physicality that he brings. A lot of receivers that we we face nowadays from other teams are about his same caliber. So I'd rather have to go against him every day and get physical with him and just adjust and attacking the ball more, like, because I know the ball's coming his way majority of the time in practice. So just attacking the ball more, being more dialed in, and just wanting to get the ball. That's really it.
Can I go, Jen?
Yeah, you're good.
All
Sorry.
right, I got you. Jacobi, I just asked Coach this, but you guys went through scrimmages without music to kind of prepare for what the crowd is going to be like at the Liberty Bowl and how small it is. One, how was that like for you? And two, is there anything you can think of in your career that you can compare to kind of what that atmosphere is going to be like Saturday with just small group of fans?
I bring my own energy every day. A lot of times in practice, it's really come out there and bring your own energy. So if you can do that in practice, like I kind of talked about it recently, the game is kind of different because we're used to having fans there. But I could probably compare it to maybe South Alabama a little bit, maybe Tulsa sometimes in prior years. So it's nothing that we haven't dealt with before with being on road games with smaller fan bases. But being at home this time with smaller fan bases, it'll be kind of different, but it won't be as difficult because we know how to bring our own attendance. We know how to get the day started, so it won't be hard.
Okay, Devin.
Hey, Jacobi, Coach Silverfield said you can pick his fit for the first game on the sideline. What are we going with?
I'm thinking we may go the windbreaker, short sleeve windbreaker. Might give him a nice little hat, fitted hat. We might gotta put him in some nice shoes that'll stand out. We gotta. I don't know. I can't give you all the details just yet. Just know he got something in his wardrobe that he's gonna pop out flashy with. Just know that.
Okay. Oh, Evan, you got one more?
Sorry, Jacobi, we haven't spoken to you since the Unity Walk you guys went on this summer, and I know that was something that you and a few others were very prominent during as well. What does it mean having a coach in Ryan Silverfield that supports you guys? It's letting you guys put Black Lives Matter helmet on the Black Lives Matter sticker on your helmet, and just kind of what that means for you to have a coach that is listening to you guys during this time.
It means a lot. A lot of players don't have that backbone with their coach right now, and it's kind of difficult because a lot of stuff that's going out, you look at your coach and your program a little bit differently in some ways. But with having Coach Silverfield behind us like that, it makes us want to push even harder. Not that we wasn't doing that before, but having somebody who's supporting what's going on outside in society, it kind of helps and take our mind off. Okay, maybe we feel a little more safe inside this facility with our coaches, and knowing who we have around us, the men that we have around us, they listen to us. They know what's going on. It's not they're blind to it. They see it, and we talk about it. Like, we're open with all our discussions. And anytime, like Coach Silverfield, it gave players the floor to speak on anything they want to speak about. They felt any type of way, and we have those talks a lot. So we appreciate that a lot, and just having that, it helps. It helps.
Okay. Anybody have any last questions for Jacobi? All right, you're good. Thank you.
Thanks,
All right,
Jacobi.
y'all. For sure.